The main title of my film, Escape, suggests that the initial idea that the film is based around someone simply wanting to escape. However, from the title, we're yet to find out who, why, and where from. My target audience agreed that it was short and simple and related fully to the film itself. I attracted and addressed my target audience early on by introducing the main character within the first initial shot. This way, it was obvious who my target audience was aimed at by the age and gender of the character. I presented her alone as it makes the audience relate to her easier, and it also represents the character's feelings of loneliness. The initial shot of the abused character gives the audience the knowledge that she is vulnerable. This close and intense combination with the character allows the audience to connect with the girl as best as possible. The most successful way of attracting and addressing the audience, and most probably the simplest and most direct way, was by organising my focus group. My focus group contained my target audience, where I gathered up 4 females, aged between 16 and 21. This way, I was able to ask them many questions about my opening sequence, aspects that they thought worked well with my opening sequence, and other aspects that they thought could perhaps be improved on to make it as successful as possible. The main question that I wanted to ask them was whether they thought a narrative would be effective over the top of my opening sequence, and whether it would improve the entire thing. The results came back as one person saying that they thought it would work well, as she would be able to get a deeper understanding of Katie's background. However, the remaining 3 from my target audience said that it would take away the intensity, and the fact they don't know her background make them want to continue watching so that they are able to get a deeper understanding into her past. When looking back at my questionnaire that I had previously done in my researching process, I've taken answers from my audience and applied it to my opening sequence. I asked them various questions that I had applied to my opening sequence to make it the most appealing to the target audience as possible. The first of many questions that I asked 20 people from my target audience was which shot or shots they had preferred to see and thought would be most effective in my opening sequence. It came out that the majority wanted to see a close-up shot, a long shot, and a tracking shot. Only 2 people wanted to see a shot reverse shot, and the remaining 2 said that they wanted a variety. I therefore took this on board and applied it to my own opening sequence, using various close-up shots, a few long shots, and tracking shots. I also questioned my target audience on whether they would prefer if the music was instrumental, lyrical, or both. 60% of the audience said they would prefer to see instrumental music, so I therefore applied that factor into my opening sequence. I asked them a total of 20 questions that they were able to have their own individual opinion on, ranging from what they most associated with a social realism film to whether they thought it would be a good location for a social realism film to be. Each answer that I got back I took on board and applied it to my film, so that when my target audience are able to watch it, they can connect to it as best as possible.